The bloodstock market has been extraordinarily resilient to sort of outside influences and seems to have outperformed other forms of investment in a recessionary period. And just recently, it seems to have accumulated more sort of wealthy people coming into the industry, which has generated more capital flowing around. And the great thing about it, it doesn't have any boundaries. Once you sort of get involved in it, there isn't sort of, you can't say, well, we can only achieve 5% or 10% profits. The scope is huge. The scope is huge. We offer a whole range of different types. It can be a very short-term investment. If you're buying a filly off the track and putting it back in December sales, you could be doing it a 2-month investment. If you're buying a yearling to resell as a 2-year-old, you're talking a six-month investment. And if you're buying a foal to resell as a yearling, you're looking at potentially an 11-month investment, but it's still short-term. I think we can offer a very flexible package, and we can tailor it to however an investor wants. So he can have a cross section, a bit of a multitude of investments, or he can just stick to foals, or he can just stick to yearlings, or to breeding stock. So we can tailor it how he likes. We can also, I like to invest myself, and so my judgment is on the line. If someone wants to do their own thing, we can do that. We can cut it up, slice it up exactly how a client wants to. Well, that's the great thing is, potentially it can be huge. If a stallion's progeny become very fashionable, suddenly your investment can, double or treble. Not always. It's high risk. You're dealing with an animal that's growing and changing, and sometimes they don't grow and change at the right time. So it is a risk. However, we certainly outperform any other investment that I can think of consistently, and our track record is varied between 20 and 34% over the last 4 to 5 years, which is pretty consistent. I think, as we said, everything is flexible. What I strongly recommend is to have a spread rather than somebody own 100% of one horse. I think it is high risk, and some of these horses aren't going to make money. So we strongly encourage people to have a little bit of a portfolio and have sort of 25 or 50% of a number of horses rather than 100% of one. It's just spreading the risk, and it's giving you better opportunities. The risks are involved. You're dealing with an animal that's growing and changing, and it's, with all the best in the world, you can't always guarantee the rate he grows or changes, and sometimes he doesn't. So, inevitably, sometimes it doesn't happen at the right time, or it happens too quickly, or sometimes, the bloodlines aren't as fashionable as they were the year before. So those are the risks, and sometimes it's timing. It's timing. You might choose a sale in August when a month later a half brother or half sister becomes a stakes horse, and so choosing the right sale is crucial, and that can make a huge difference. So all these things we've worked on for many years, and we're sort of hopefully reducing the number of things that can go wrong, and hopefully getting better at it every year. I must stress it's high risk, but it's very exciting, and when your money's walking around the ring, it's a huge adrenaline buzz, and everyone that comes to a public auction, they really do get a sort of a real thrill. It's tension, but it's really exciting stuff. On top of the purchase price of the horse, um, the auction houses will charge a commission to the purchaser and to the seller, which vary slightly with each auction house. We only charge a commission when the investor makes a profit, and we define profit is the purchase price plus the keep of the horse up to the time of sale. So if no profit, we charge no commission, which I think is very fair. And I strongly recommend insurance in horses, as this, these are animals, and potentially, they can have fatal injuries, or injuries that certainly affect their valuation. So I do strongly recommend insurance, which is an additional expense. We try and keep investors fully informed of half brothers, half sisters, anything related to the families that relate to their investments. Keep them up to speed on what's happening, the potential of the impact of racetrack performances on the stock that they own, and it's great for them to come and see the horses as well. That's good fun too. This is the great thing about this. This is a fun investment, and you can get involved as much as you want to be or as little as you want to be, and that's the great thing about it. You can make it what you want to make it.